Yeah, you want me to kick us off?
Yeah, go ahead, kick us off.
I'm going to kick us off.
He's kicking us off.
So, we've got a comment or two about our content being a little boring because it's just us. It's been so hot out that even us trying to film while we're trying to build just isn't happening. It's like there's no conversation because it's too hot. It's just like work and don't talk.
And anger.
And there's a little anger between us sometimes. So we decided that we were going to come up with what we use to keep us cool while we're out there in the over 100-degree weather trying to build.
So I will kick us off.
Kick us off.
First thing I will kick us off with is our sun hats. So I happen to have one handy right here. And in our videos, you'll see we're both wearing hats like these bad boys. This is Mission brand.
Mission brand.
Yep. There we go.
So the benefit of those are you can actually get them wet and wring them out.
Yep.
And they'll actually keep your head cool.
And they unsnap. So if you need extra shade,
yep,
you have it.
And then you got the little drawstrings, so when the
dust devils
come whipping through,
yeah,
you don't have to worry about it getting whipped off your head, except for the day that I had it and I didn't have it strung on.
Look at that.
So yeah, so those work really, really well. It does definitely help.
So that's number one, our Mission brand. It could be any brand, but our sort of sun hats that we got.
Number two is a lot of times you'll see the construction crews, they have those big orange 5-gallon coolers with a little spigot on the bottom. So we picked one up at Walmart. They were like $25.
Yeah.
We put about 3 gallons of water in there, fill it up with ice, and once you got the cover on, it stays cold like all day. We went this last weekend. We drank I don't know how many gallons of water while we were there. We got home. I went and emptied it the next day, and the water was still cold.
Yeah.
So it definitely
highly recommend
that to keep cold water all the time.
That's an important one. Moving on to number three.
Number three
is, and this is not sponsored, but we'd love to be, Liquid IV. Can you see that? I think you can see that.
We tried them once so far, and we used 5 of them in a day because they're tasty.
They are tasty. They're tasty, but more importantly, they really do what they say, and they hydrate the heck out of you. I tend to overheat really easily, and I drink tons of water, but somehow it's just not enough, and I'm not a big fan of Gatorade.
And we actually just placed an order for like 60 or 70 of them.
So we're going to be super duper
We're going to be really hydrated.
You want to take number 4?
Right. We actually bought pants and shirts that have UV protection. They're long sleeves. My shirt has a hood. You'll see every once in a while I'll put my hood up to block the back of my neck or my ears. And the pants as well. You would think that long pants and long sleeve shirt, you would be super hot. They're very breathable. They wick away moisture. Really, really help.
I bought on Amazon. I think you got yours on Amazon too.
Yeah,
right?
I got them on Amazon.
So,
we can put the links in the description.
Yeah, by the way, thank you. Links to all of these items will be in the description below.
So number five. So number 5. Hi. So number 5 is they're called Snap cooling towels. They're also made by Mission. We've had them for many, many years. We used to use them on the motorcycle. We always keep them in the truck with us at all time. You wet it and you wring it out and snap it and it gets cool. You put it on your neck, you put it on your head, cools down immediately. They do evaporate pretty quick when you're out in that heat, but it definitely will help cool you down. You've had a couple times where you've really overheated.
Yeah.
And she uses it, puts it on her head, cools her right down.
Something about these towels, they just literally stay ice cold, immediately cool me down. Even this last time we were on the land, which you'll see some of that footage in this video.
She's not really wearing an American flag on her head. It's actually the Mission towel that looks like an American flag.
Yeah. But you'll see in the video, I tend to end up by the end of our time on the land in the sun, have one of those wrapped around my head with my hat on, just to cool me down.
And they make gaiters. They make those towels. They make our hats. I think they have like baseball caps as well.
So those are the top 5 that we came up with.
The top 5 items that we use pretty much every time we're out there.
And I would say the other thing is just a little bonus tip, which isn't really, it's just kind of common sense, is when you feel yourself overheating, like just sit down. Like just rest, hydrate.
Yeah, we always take our chair with us, our folding chair. Right now, there's no shade whatsoever out there. The way the sun is, there's no shade. In the earlier parts of the day, once we got the radiant barrier around the shed, we had some shade in there and it wasn't bad.
It was great.
Once the sun starts coming over, it's like there's no roof on it yet, and it got pretty hot. We did bring an umbrella with us that blocked a little bit. The problem we have is, if you've seen some of our videos, we have a dust devil will whip through. So if we put up a canopy, that thing's going to be gone.
And you're going to see a heck of a dust devil in this week's footage that we captured on camera.
Hopefully it came out really well.
Yeah,
but it was like a tornado.
It was crazy.
It was insane.
So I think that's it. That's our 5 helpful tips for how we're staying sane and safe.
If you have a water bottle, I always have my water bottle with me. Mine is black, and the beverage stays cool in it. That's not the problem. The problem is when it's sitting in the sun and you go to pick it up and you burn your hand. So that's, not a good thing.
Don't have a black water bottle.
No. Tell your friends. Tell your family. We're close to 1,000 subscribers. We'd really like to hit 1,000 by the end of the year. So if you can, it's free. Doesn't cost anything.
Nothing.
Just click the button.
We hope you'll enjoy this week's little mishmash of a video with our 5 tips and some of our footage from our unsuccessful shed building adventures this past weekend. But, as we always say,
keep wandering.
And see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. These are some of the things we're gonna have to endure living in Pahrump. Ginormous dust devils.
How you feeling?
Defeated.
Why do you feel defeated?
So, we didn't want to spend the money on a coil nailer.
He didn't want to spend the money. I was fully supportive. Of it. I sound like
I didn't want to spend the money on a coil nailer because I figured it was just a small job, but trying to hand nail it was a bear. So we get to one side done and it's just too hot. It's just way too hot. So we're gonna go buy a pneumatic coil nailer.
Woo!
And come back and do it a more easy way.
Yes.